Hey everyone, welcome back to 25 levels of Tendry. I'm hoping I can complete this hold in this particular one. I don't know if an update or anything has been posted, but I have to sort of stick with the same version because I'm halfway through this. Now when I was uploading, processing the video last time, I did actually notice something on the mini-maps. If we go to... not this level. Where was it? Yeah, this level. So, according to the minimap, there's a treasure in this room. So I have to assume it's under the brain. And yeah, there is. There's 100 health hiding beneath the brain. While this is still appallingly bad as a decision, this is kind of shitty. Please don't do this if you can avoid it at all. I simply didn't know this was here. And if you put an important resource and hide it underneath a monster, if you're going to do that under every single monster, it's a bit different. But just the occasional monster hiding a resource, there is no reason why you couldn't just knock this wall out here, put the health potion behind the brain, right? There's no reason to stick the brain on top of it at all. And there was actually another one as well. Where's the water level? Was it 5? Yeah, so there appears to be one in this room as well. There's something hiding under this brain. I mean, it's a large health, 200. Again, I wouldn't take this decision, but you could have just put this on a separate tile. So I think that was the only two. But yeah, not a fan when people do that, to be honest. It's hiding information in a way that's trivially easy to not do it. Anyway. We are going to continue on to level 11 now. So let's see. Level introduces you to sworded enemies, and as well as the fact they attack when you step in front, just like an eye enemy. Well, there's an eye enemy, I guess, for comparison. Goblins again, 108. Maybe I'll pick up that defense. Might need the blue key. This is an inert tar block. Yes, it is. This should be free, I assume. Maybe it's not completely free. And there's a sworded enemy as the boss. Well, let's see how far. I really want to aim for... Okay, so I'm always going to have one tar baby, I think, to fight. I need to be very careful about how I cut this stuff. That was not very smart. Let's start this again. Perhaps there's a smarter way to do this. I don't think that's right. I think I have to... Whoops. I've only got 46 HP. Well, I wanted to see. Yeah, I'm never able to cut this square out, no matter how this is arranged. There will always be a tar baby hiding underneath this. So that gives me a way out, so that's fine. Nope, I will have to kill that tar baby first, I think, before I do this. In fact, because I need the health and I have to kill someone, I should clearly go another way. So, in terms of health, I might just have to open a door, I assume. I think just a straight yellow door is probably going to be the best thing. Yeah, I think there's not really much left behind. So let's do that. Now, last time yesterday, I did notice I did get a little bit of stutter in the video at some points. There's not really that much. Oh wait, this is ×3, not ×2. That was bad. There is an even better yellow key right here. It's actually worth 600. That means this defense and attack is even better, so there's no reason not to pick this up right now. I don't actually need the attack yet. In fact, there is a better reason to not pick it up, sorry, because... Well, let's see. That's 9 attack. Yeah, I might have been better off. Hang on, how many times? Okay, no, I think I am better off attacking the goblin first. Maybe I'm better off doing this. My cunning strategy, a bit unorthodox, but I think this is better. Ooh, not quite. Yes. There we go. And yes, I do get to escape like that. Okay, only hit one. Only hit one tar baby there, so that's good. Do I need the attack? Oh, hang on, one of these is a different enemy. Raging Gremlin, I assume is that one. Yeah, the shading doesn't really help very much there, but it's not going to make any difference at the moment. So, oh, I need the blue key. And it will make a difference for getting the blue key. Okay, fine. We will pick that up. I don't know if picking up the health right now is going to be a problem or not, to be honest. I hope it won't be an issue. There's an autosave. Okay. Hot tiles. Oh, just when I was saying, oh, I hope picking up all the health won't be a problem, for goodness sake. Right, well. Oh, this is, you know what? Here's another alternative idea. What if I just picked up everything? How much am I missing? Let's find out. I just did an autosave. I can't kill that because of this. I don't need to open that at all. I've got plenty of health. I don't need to open that either, I don't think. I don't think I'm going to need the grackles from them. Yeah, it's about time. So I don't know if this will be optimal, but it sure will be nice to not have to just keep crossing hot tiles or opening a blue door to like be able to keep crossing and coming back here. Especially all these are free now. I'm just going to kill them all. I'm going to treat that hot tile as one way. I think that'll just simplify things. I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, I'm pretty confident everything at this point is everything at this point is cleared out, so we are just going to move on with 9 yellow keys. We're not going to be killing those. Like, maybe in the long term it'll be optimal to cross this again, but I would like to avoid it if I can. Definitely don't need another yellow key. This is quite a lot, isn't it? I think I've got enough. Yeah, I will avoid the health potion for now, because that's the game that we're playing now, unfortunately. This will almost certainly be correct. I find it hard to imagine that it won't be. There you go, and he will just die over time. I'm just going to pick this up now. Oh, which I needed to anyway. And what was I missing? Health and a skeleton key, well that's fine. I've got max stats. I will almost certainly need to come back to get that health now, but that's fine. You cost 6 each, okay. There's a big sword I need. some more health and attack to get it. Well, I might as well take that. Ooh, okay. A lot of use for grackles around here. And I need another blue key, which I think is here. Yes, it is. Okay, I'd like to avoid opening this big grackle door if I can. But there was some health that really I sort of knew I was going to need to pick up. So we're just going to pick that up now. While I'm here, you cost nothing. Fine. You will not let me fast travel because there's something dying on hot tiles. It's got to be the sword first, right? Very hard to imagine it wouldn't be. Is there an inventory square? Because I have a goblin biter that I would like to drop off, if that's okay. There is not. That's a little bit annoying. Well, so be it. For attack to make him free. Well, I don't think I can get that. It's going to make a big difference to get that, though, so... I would really like to not spend the grackles here, but... because I'd rather spend the grackles here first. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Yeah, so I guess what this means is I just take this score positive key now. Now that these are score positive, it might be better to just start picking them all up because I've got so much health, but we'll see. Maybe that wasn't right. And there we go. And I'm definitely collecting this. That is a lot of attack. And that's already... So actually I did earn quite a lot of health, which makes me think that actually it was okay to open this now. Before I take the key, I might as well take that, because it looked like I was going to do it anyway. And I think that actually that saves me so little, because it doesn't save me a Tar Mother hit. Only a little bit of defense, nor Tar Baby, that actually I'm better off just ploughing through and using this attack to save more on one hit against this guy. Yeah, because you dealt quite a lot of damage on each hit. There we go. I've managed to save a key as well. I'm not going to commentate this. It's all exactly the same content, isn't it? It's just variations of the same thing. So there's more and more yellows for health trades that I could be making. You're just free if I do that. Flippers, I'm going to guess that I need the flippers, right? Yeah, I do. That was very expensive. But there's a shield. And the shield will be the best thing to take. 7 HP. Yeah, I'm gonna need to take one of these, maybe this. Nope, I absolutely do not have enough money for that. It's got to be this, or one of these. You're the better choice. And you. I don't need you yet. No matter what. I do need to spend, well, I wonder if it's just worth using a skeleton key for now and come back for that later. Because it doesn't make any of this cheaper, does it? No. It's literally the same conversation each time, right? It doesn't change at all. It's just different words of the same thing. I'm not reading that. Okay, well, that's free. We'll take that. And this got me a head start on this as well by not taking the one in the previous level. I still need a bit more. You guys are completely outrageous for now. This is slightly worse than this, I think. Yeah, it costs a lot, but these are all worth a lot of money. The rattlesnake is also a huge amount of money. That's really important as well. So if we can fight it from behind, we farm up a lot of money, you see. So it's a better reason to do it this way. I guess I would like to take on these now. 9 attack. There is not enough attack elsewhere. Whoa, I don't want to fight you. Not having the skeleton key is a shame. It would be nice to make these guys free before I take that. I think I'm just going to take these on. Don't think I'm getting 9 attack before I take you on. That does give me enough to get the rest of those stats. I'm not going to get enough for health. Well, you say that, that does give me 60. It actually does give me enough for health, so you know what? I am going to take the health, I think. I should really just be opening the doors for money, for health at this point. In fact, I should probably go back and do that. Each of the yellow doors, because I'm just amassing keys. I think it's unlikely that the... I know I've got to open 2 there. It seems unlikely that there's going to be some substantial payoff at the end. I'm going to take a guess. I could really use the Greckles, so I am just going to farm these guys up. So we're getting to a stage now where actually it would have been nice to cross the hot tile to farm up the... Maybe I should have let my health get low and then farm up the babies on the other side. So maybe I was going to be crossing over in the end. So let's just let my health get low. I'm 1 HP off of that. I feel like maybe this is as low as it gets. Is this enough to make tar babies free? Also, what about you? 180 attack, okay. Yes, these guys are free, so... Maybe 117 health for now. I mean, I don't have to optimise this super hard, right? But I think it's worth doing a little bit of optimising. There is absolutely no chance I'm spending a blue key to do this. Some of the fights I took earlier, they would have been more free now if I'd have waited and come back like I'm doing now, but you know what, whatever, right? Like, it's not a huge deal. But that was a very substantial amount of health. It would be nice to kill you, honestly. Yeah, no, I didn't leave anything else. Not that I care about. That was a substantial amount of Greckles, so it was worth coming back. And I took barely anything. Maybe there won't be another hot tile. Let's just do it. There we go, that guy finally died. Just going to take all this health. I don't think I'll be needing the Goblin Biter at this point. I'm not taking that health though. We can get you lower. I think I have enough to do this. Yeah, I do. I've got plenty enough here. Look at that. Excellent. Well, that's a substantial improvement. And in fact, I still have more. I can get these as well. I'm just going to take all that. There we go. I would like a blue key. Let's take that as well. So let's go. I know the rattlesnake isn't free yet, but 84. This is still cheaper and I need a blue key to progress, so we're just going to do this. Right, skippable score points. Yes, you can wait on this for a very long time. This is another problem that AZB does in his holds, unfortunately. Really better off if you can avoid that. You do not have to score point everything. Like, you don't have to put a score point on the flippers, yeah. Like, it's very annoying to play for optimizing scores if you do this sort of thing, right? Like, because the optimal thing is to leave that rattlesnake as long as possible and then come back. So you just have to replay the whole thing all over again just to optimize for that. It's probably silly opening those doors right now, whatever. I don't want to spend too long on this. That means I don't need to fight these guys just yet, so we're going to leave them behind for now. You are actually free, which means the brain is free, and that means these guys cost almost nothing. And as suspected, that was a score point. Gel, yeah. Okay, well these are all free. Yeah, no, oh, it's up to ×4 now. So I have to fight a gel baby to do that, that's fine. You give me a speed potion, okay. Well, this bit away actually has stats. This is a cheaper blue key than was on the other floor. So I'm just going to double check that. 216 versus thousands. Yeah. Well, not thousands after you kill. You know, I should probably double check what that is. 86 plus. Yeah, there's still a couple of thousand. Okay. You are almost free. So it's just cheaper to do this, and I don't need a speed potion yet. I haven't seen anything that looks worthwhile for a speed potion currently. There will almost certainly be a better use. I wonder what the best thing is here, that, right? Yeah. That was just one gel baby. I absolutely do not need a speed potion for that. Oh, you're only hitting me twice? Well, fine, I'll just kill you now. Another outrageous money cache. Absolutely huge amounts of value out of this. At some point there's going to be umplick, isn't there? And I'm going to halve my health. I can just see it happening. Like, picking up all this health is going to be a nightmare because he can't help himself but just use everything, right? That's sort of clearly how this is set up. Like, it's just like, oh, this thing exists in the game, so I have to make a level that uses it, right? Like, that, you know how this is constructed. Well, this merely involves taking 2 hits, so we're just going to do that. Do not need you. You are still vastly cheaper than the other way, so we're just going to pick that up. Still see no reason to use a speed potion. That was apparently a lava baby. We're just going to keep going. Umplix, which will cut your health in half. There you go. See, what did I tell you? I knew this was going to happen, right? Like, I should have known. Like, in fact, I did know. Like, that's just free. Okay. You cost basically nothing. So we're not going to be picking up health anymore because of this guy. Is he the only one? No, you would put one here, wouldn't you? Well, actually, given that you do 6, 6, 8, and there's no way past this, it's actually not that bad. It looks like what I need is twice this amount of health. So I need 1,300 and something. I'm about 1,000 over, so I've picked up like an extra potion that I shouldn't have. I really can't be bothered to just redo this. But, you know, this stuff sucks, right? Like, I hate this sort of thing. I should have known it was coming because it's so obvious how you're building this. Like, you know, but even so, there's a reason why other people stop using these things. You don't have to include this in your hold, you know, like, you're not fulfilling some sort of obligation, like to put in the mechanics that people don't like, right? A worm smiter, well, I don't actually need that yet. So, another free key. So we're just going to keep going for now. These stats are probably certainly something I'm going to want to pick up. Okay, so this looks like a good use of the speed potion all of a sudden. And the worm smiter as well. So I think everything's hitting me once here, right? Yeah, they all hit me once. None of them are getting close to attack threshold, so I'm going to get the defense first. You are also going to hit me on the way, so I will just kill you now. Yeah, it doesn't matter the order. Do need to pick up some health though, so there we go. Health collected. I am also going to need to get the worm smiter, so I guess we are going to go do this. Now it's not so bad. Maybe there will be a better serpent later on, so maybe I don't want to do this just right now. But I'm going to go get the speed potion. We're going to see what improvement that is. And oh, that was very close. Well, we're going to try and keep our health low, unfortunately, until we get the Auramite shield, which I'm guessing will almost certainly be around somewhere, because of course it will, right? Like, I have to kill another one of these. Okay, fine. You cost nothing. I don't need the grappling hook anymore, I don't think. While I'm here, quickly. You guys are free. Well, just because this stuff's free doesn't mean that I really need to do it now. It's not like I'm short on grackles, right? So, like, maybe there's going to be a lucky grackle or something, and maybe I'm better off leaving this stuff behind. Let's see. Seeing the encoding errors again. Well, on the video recording, never mind. Right, I have enough health in this room. Pick up as and when I need it, so this is going to save me quite a lot. And I need one more. Just before I do, I'm going to save in case this isn't the right thing to do. There we go. Adder subtracted, very good. It's quite a funny pun. rock giant who is immune to the worm smiter. Well, that's technically not correct. He's not a serpent, but he's no more immune than every other monster, right? Like, that's just not a correct thing to say at all. That's just more fights. Wait, where's the blue key? Oh, it's here. Do I need that attack? I do not. I'm going to take damage no matter what. Well, I'm better off. Doing this. You hit more per hit, and then I'm still probably better off killing you, right? Like, maybe not, maybe there's better math there, but I don't care. Maybe I'm better off going back for that other thing now. So, interestingly, with a invisibility potion here, you actually can just get away with walking through an enemy. You actually don't need to fight this guy at all. You certainly haven't done anything to stop me from just walking straight through him. So I can show you this. I mean, 960, there's probably a better use for this, but you know, I can just walk straight through him, right? If I'm never coming back. But I probably want to backtrack, so I'm just going to kill this guy. Out of interest, how much would he cost? 240, so that would save me, whoops, 600 damage-ish, 700, whatever. Less than 1 health potion. I've left behind so many. The serpent, okay, so this guy is probably going to be the seems like there's a secret passageway over there. And there's a hand bomb as well. I don't have any green keys, how unusual. That's a sign that it's probably time to go back, actually. Yeah, I do have to go back now. Well, this level only has 3 rooms in it. And I didn't check if that would have made the rock giant cheaper. Well, whatever. Got to be a green key around here somewhere. Ah, well, there's one. Right, I picked up all that health, didn't I? Great. What if there isn't any other green key? That sure would be a shame, wouldn't it? Alright, let's see how you're doing now. 300 and something damage, and it's probably cheaper now than all the other ones that I would otherwise be doing. You are probably about as good as you're going to get for a while. So I'll just take you on. I can't fast travel around there. And I don't have the grappling hook anymore, but whatever. Okay, well. Fine. Still don't need to kill that, so I'm not going to. I think I will do this for the blue key at this point. Also, it lowers my health a little bit. I've got to remember that I've still got that unplick to kill, unfortunately. It is hard to provide good commentary and feedback, honestly, at this point. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over, right? Like this hold, like it's what else is there to say, really? let's just keep going and let's see what's down here. So you're expecting me to use the hand bomb to kill the brain, which is fair, but you know, I can also just use the invisibility potion and walk straight through it. Yeah, but I do want to see what's over here first of all. Okay, wasn't that interesting really. Just out of a sense of curiosity though, I was going to walk through this guy. Serpent smashed, no he wasn't. And now it's more accessory fun. So what you should do at this point really is pick up everything before the serpent and then just sneak past him, right? Like, that seems to be the correct thing to do. Here is a mandatory pickaxe. You're gonna make me... Okay. Just all these ridiculous score points that go really against what's good. So here's another... This was guy, yeah, these guys had to be sitting on something, didn't they? I don't need to kill you at all, but that has to go here. And I don't think you get to use it on the other side to skip the blue door, do you? No, because there's a wall here, you can't do that. Okay, well. Another adder with the portable orb, and then I'm forced to use the portable orb. And we actually got another serpent. Okay. So this is actually worth using the green key on. Okay, let's go back and let's clean everything up, shall we? I think I'm just never going to use that hand bomb. Arguably the hand bomb would be a good thing to do, but somewhere. But no, I've got an unplick I need to kill, haven't I? But I've picked up some health. How did that happen? That happened because I opened the green door and there was health. Okay. Well, it cost me a lot, but just have to take a lot of damage from the unplick, don't I? That's just how it's going to be. Got to walk all the way back. Here he is. So this got worse over time. Look at that, 1,000 damage. That's terrible. Well, whatever. Just going to open all the doors now, kill everything. Maybe not kill those guys. There's no need. Maybe I want the grackles? If I consider I'm never coming back. Well, let's go as far back as we can. Sorry, this might not even be that interesting to watch, but this is the, you know, unedited actual gameplay experience of playing this hold. This is what you do, right? It's just endlessly walking back between these rooms, no shortcuts or anything. This is just what you got to do. Because of the way it's designed, you know, it's just, this is how it is. In fact, can I not cut? Oh no, I can't because it's a tar mother. So that fast travel works there because I go to fast travel down first. So here I go down and then I go across. And that's, but I can't do it the other direction. I actually am. I think 1 HP per grackle is probably good here. Trade. I'm assuming that at some point there will be something, I don't know. What I'm doing with the serpent probably doesn't make much sense here when I skip it with the invisibility potion, but this is what I've chosen to do. Might not be the best idea, but we'll see. Losing 1,000 HP on the unplick certainly is real rough, but never mind. Oops, wrong way. Whatever happened to the inventory, by the way? You remember that thing? There was an inventory at one point, and I would, you know, it would have been a lot better, but at some point that disappeared, so I don't get to take the hand bomb with me as a result, right? Because the inventory vanished. Well, never mind. Yeah, I'm just... You know, that's almost 1 HP per Greckle, so I'm just going to do it. Why not? Now, you know, arguably I could keep the invisibility potion, but, you know, instead of using the hand bomb, I'm just going to walk through this guy instead. And just ignore the hand bomb. Right, so I have to do this again. So obviously, you know, returning helps because I just get so many stats here. So if you actually kill the serpent, you know, the value is that you get to return, but at the same time, like, we're not saving that much health really, are we, by waiting and coming back later, so... Can I do better? No, I can't. Well, whatever. Right, so the green key's worth 800, you know, and that was 900 damage, so... Similarly, this is worth it. It's only a yellow. I'm not going to pick up that health just yet, although that's pretty tasty. And here we go. The really big sword. And I got a wall walking token, that's a little bit dangerous. Except I have to use it here, right? Yeah. Okay, so not that dangerous. You will almost certainly be worth it, but I just want to see if there's any stats ahead. There is not. Can't even hurt that, so I have to pick this up. And this probably does slightly less against the adder. Yeah, I actually do less damage. So, you know, if I left a way to backtrack by picking up the really big sword, I wouldn't get hit by that unflick beam, which would have helped. Oh, hang on. I just noticed there's a lucky Greckle here. I just ignored that completely, didn't I? So, might as well do that before we kill the serpent. See, I knew there was going to be a lucky Greckle. Didn't I say there was going to be a lucky Greckle, hey? I know how this works. It's a thing that exists in DROD, so obviously it was going to show up in this hold, right? Like, in the most basic format. It's just the tutorial hold again, but a bit better, right? Like, but the test of intelligence, or whatever it was called. Right, it's just the same thing again. I can come back for that adder, so I will. I'm not even reading these texts anymore. I do have to kill these guys, so we're going to do that. I'm going to pick this up. Warp token, which I assume is right here. Yes, it is. There we go, we're going to pick that back up. I assume the lucky Greckle. Maybe there's going to be a VIP card, and rep is better. He says the second that it shows up. I'm predicting all of this, right? Like, it's so predictable. Well, I mean, I don't know which one's better yet, so we will leave that behind. Definitely going to pick this up though. Whoops, daisy. I swear I don't hit enter twice. It must be a bug. But I don't need that blue key yet, but I mean, we're going to come back for it, aren't we? This is just the normal discussion, is it? Nope, some actual lore this time. Okay, very, very basic conversation. Well, you trade rep for stat boosts. Okay, so I do need the... increase health by 200 or attack by 40. Is this really what you're going to do? Well, obviously we're picking up the attack here, right? Like, this is substantially better for score. So, well, never mind. Okay, now we have over 1,000 attack. We get to one-shot this guy. Yep, I would much rather have the VIP card. Now we're going to go back and we're just going to farm as far as we can go for rep. I guess the money didn't really matter in the end. It was the rep that counted all along. You are free. Cool. And that means I feel comfortable opening this now, because the altar isn't money. I mean, of course there was going to be an altar, I should have guessed. It's the predictability of this hold, honestly. Yeah, 30 damage, that's fine. I don't really want to be making repeat return trips. Well, that was... Actually, this is fine, I think. You know what? I shouldn't really have come back, but I think I'm alright with it at this point. I get so many stats from the rep. You know what? I'm going to save the bomb, actually. We're just going to do this. I'm going to save the bomb. So I know now that actually it's feasible, and I should have had the worm smiter as well, right? So, but I couldn't be bothered to save load. But it is feasible to come back and then fight the serpent again. So next time, I guess that's what I'll do when I want to like properly optimize this. Let's get this blue key. There actually is another way to go down here. What's down here? Should have guessed. Just more big long chains of Greco gates. Oh, it's times 10 on this level. I never noticed before. Well, I'm going to assume there is a final boss and I'm going to be able to use the hand bomb on it, and that'll be a lot better. So I'm not going to use it on this guy. We will see. In fact, before I did that, I should have. Arguably, defense might have some value at some point. Okay. Yeah, it made a bit of difference, but not that much. I guess there's another point of rep to have. You are almost free. Times 100? Oh, don't be doing this to me. Oh, well, actually, it's fine. Because I've got the really big sword now. Okay, I just take damage. I get 100 attack, that's fine. And I assume there's a final boss here, right? The Archivist, yeah. 2,800, this guy is actually weaker than the Serpent. Or not the Serpent, sorry, the Slayer. So actually I would have been better off. That is not worth it. I take way too much health for that to be value at all. Yeah, the Slayer gives me a bunch more stats though. So it might be more valuable actually to stab the Archivist and and then I might get the opportunity to purchase from the altar one more time, but instead I'm just going to assume that. See, look, that's what I mean by the skippable score points. You could just go back and collect that at the end of the hold, and there's so many of those. Like, I would really recommend throwing those out. Like, these score points on picking up equipment, get rid of them all. Like, do not leave those in. It's really annoying to optimize for them otherwise. And you just got to replay this hold again and again and again and again, and it's just like, don't have fun at all. Well, you are 1,000 reps, so I would have got 2,000 reps. That's actually not enough for another score, so whatever. I'm not going to do it. I think this is just the end now, right? Oh, there we go, finally. If you enjoy this hold, please look forward to 210 levels. Oh my god. Could you imagine something 10 times as long as this? Like, oh. Right. A tribute totaling a whopping 1,050 action and puzzle pack levels. Nobody wants to play 1,000 levels of this, right? Like, okay, so... Sorry, I know it's a bit negative at the end. Like, this got a lot worse after the first 10 levels, I'm going to be honest. It just sort of started to get worse and worse over time towards the end. As everything sort of fell apart, and then you started adding in percentage damage and stuff. Like, all of the interesting decisions sort of vanished as the HP potions, you know, the keys, you just had a glut and they were all worth trading in for valuable score. You know, like, there was no real decisions anymore, and you just had way too much money for the stuff as well. It's a shame because the early levels were actually quite nice, but, you know, this is... I know with the comment that I made in the last one, you were like, oh, you know, I didn't want to make it look pretty because I thought it might distract from the gameplay. Like, that is an absolute nonsense argument. I really got to call this out. Nobody else has this problem, right? Like, nobody gets distracted by the fact that this is just the bare minimum, like, basic pathway. You know, it looks like if someone were to write an algorithm that tried to generate DROD RPG rooms, I think someone's first draft would probably look like this. Right? It would create rooms and content that looked like this, is how I imagine that it would be. It's really low effort. Like, and it's not just, at the beginning I thought like, oh, maybe it's a bit like speed architecture, but I've actually changed my mind. This really is just a whole bunch of like low effort slop. I'm sorry, I really have to call it out. You always ask for feedback in your threads, but I get the impression that you don't actually want to hear anyone's feedback at all. You're really not interested in improving, is sort of the impression, because this has sort of been going on like this for years now. You look at the Tower of Chaos, you made that like 7 or 10 years ago or something, and like nothing has really changed from that, from your content. Like, for a decade you've just been making this. You know, there's a reason why you kicked this thing out in a day. It's because no effort went into it at all. And like, make what you want, but like, I almost sort of don't really know why you bother asking people for feedback or even submitting it for people to take a look at, because it's clear, like, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, well, what can I say? You know, sorry for that rant, but that's just sort of how I feel about this. I was willing to be a bit positive about this, but now I've changed my mind. This is better than a test of intelligence, but towards the end it just turned into a test of intelligence again. I'd probably give this like a 3 out of 10 for fun. It's really not very good at all, I'm afraid to say. It started off strong and then it just descended into worthlessness towards the end, I'm afraid. You really seriously got to get rid of those score points on the equipment. Please don't put them there, because it means you have to replay this like 20 or so times, like, just to leave some of this equipment as long as you can. Like, especially some of the ones at the end that you can skip. Like, oh god, you know, you just have to replay the whole hold until you get to the altar and just pump your attack and then come back and collect it. And it's really not fun to do that, honestly. Like, it's what we call skippable score points. You really want to... they're only acceptable if you actually have like a really non-linear world, something like the Forgotten Castle, where it's sort of inevitable that you do that. Like, you get to take on different areas at different times. Like, you can't really do anything about that, but like the fun of the whole sort of makes up for it. But in this sort of extremely linear thing, there's really no excuse for this at all. Like, if all your score points aren't on particular pinch points that you can't skip, you shouldn't really be adding them at all. Please remove those. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Maybe you don't care. Anyway, that was 25 levels of Tendry. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later. Goodbye.